Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? The famous question. I actually love that some of you are starting to DM me when you listen. So please keep doing that because I do love it. And it's been a while since I've given the shameless plug about leaving a review. I really would appreciate it if you guys are loving the podcast. Leave a review, share it. If there's an episode that you've enjoyed, go back, throw it on your socials. We all know that sharing these type of things and getting the word out there, it's truly you guys that help spread it. There's only so much I can do to get it in the hands of other people. So if there is a message that you've resonated with, I really, really appreciate that. I don't take it lightly. I know that, we're all out there hustling and doing what we can to grow our businesses. And so that's my goal with this podcast. So if you feel like there's an episode that's going to help somebody else, I really, really appreciate it when you guys share them, tag me in it. Even though I'm not much on IG anymore, I'm on LinkedIn, but you can still tag me on IG. I'm still there. But anyway, all right. So now that that's out of the way, we're calling today's episode Reason 6527 Why You Should Be Having Coffee Chats. And if you've been in my world for a while, you know that I love, love, love coffee chats. I've even started like a hashtag on LinkedIn called 100 Coffee Chats, which I'm super behind on, and I need to get in there and really update that. But my goal this year in 2022 was to do 100 coffee chats, which I know sounds like a lot, but put it in perspective, 52 weeks a year, even if you don't do one every single week, which I wouldn't expect you to, it's really only like 2 or 3 a week, and coffee chats maybe 30 minutes. So come on, an hour. And here's reason 6,527 as to why you need to be doing them. So, aside from the fact of it's great to network, it's a great way to get to know other people, and it's a great way to get word of mouth and get boots on the ground and all of that. Like I've talked about all those things, but today I really want to talk about the fact that it is an incredible way to get content ideas. Like the conversations that you have inside of a coffee chat, especially a lot of times when you start talking about your business and you ask people like, hey, tell me what you do and what do you struggle with? And they start asking you questions and, you start sharing what you do and some of your client stories and different things. Like there's so much content that comes out of this. I mean, seriously, most of my content ideas for this podcast come from conversations I've had either on a coffee chat or a client call. But coffee chats give me so much content. I mean, literally, I was on a 4-on-4 coffee chat inside the Alliance yesterday. I know, whatever day it is by the time you're listening to this, but it doesn't matter. We were having coffee chat. We were talking about just different trends we've been seeing in the industry and different ways that we can shift to kind of adapt to different things. I got 3 different podcast episodes out of that one conversation. One of them turned into a LinkedIn post already, and that has opened up tons of conversation. So I'm just telling you, like, if you struggle with what to say and what type of content, get on the phone and start talking to people. For God's sakes, like people share it. People tell you exactly what they're struggling with, especially when you start having the conversation and you start telling people like, hey, this is what I help people do. And I really focus on this. And here's what my clients normally say. You know how many times somebody will say, oh yeah, Michelle, what I was talking with a client and she was telling me exactly this. This is what she was struggling with, or we were working through this. It's all there. People give you exactly what they want to hear. You just have to be ready and willing to listen to it. And when you get on the phone with people and you're mindful of it, so this is what I do. Usually every day after I kind of go through and I look at my calendar and I look at all the people I've talked to, I take notes while I'm having these coffee chats. But then usually at the end of the day, I just send myself an email with whatever content ideas, because when I replay the conversations in my head, usually I can come up with at least one content idea per conversation. So if you're doing 2 or 3 chats, a week, there's 2 to 3 new content ideas. And usually you can get more than that. So, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like it. I know you don't know who to connect with. And a lot of people say like, hey, Michelle, I don't know how to get on the phone with them, or I'm talking to the wrong people. Well, that's a story for another day. And if that's the case, then you need to DM me and we need to chat about that. And I'd be happy to work through that with you. But I'm telling you, don't discredit the amount of content that comes out of these conversations. And where you're probably the missing piece is you're probably just not actually quantifying it, right? Like you're not taking the time to actually reflect on it and really think about like, hey, was there any key points in that conversation that I could use for content that were relevant to my business? And it literally takes like 10 minutes at the end of your day. Just go in, think about your conversations and come up with some content ideas. I'm telling you, like, I'm looking at my list right now inside of ClickUp where I organize all of my ideas. And I am telling you, like, even just in what I see on my screen right now, all 10 ideas that I'm seeing on my screen right now have all come from coffee chats. So I promise you, like, they are an incredible way to build your content bank. So that's reason 6,527. If you would like the other ones, feel free to reach out to me and I'd be happy to share all the reasons why I feel like coffee chats are one of the best lead generators in your business. But we're not going to get into that today. So anyway, hope you're having a great day. I'll talk to you soon.